Good morning, traders. It's Richard Miller here, and this morning I'd like to do an Ichimoku cloud chart market review of the NASDAQ 100 index. I've got the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud, and we can see the last couple of days price action. We sliced through the front cloud, bottom end of the front cloud. You can see here that 11,461, and the Nasdaq yesterday managed to end the sell-off in and around the bottom end of the cloud here at 11,143. There's downside risk still to the bottom end of this old cloud chart shadow level, 11,011. So watch out to see these levels can still be tested on a 4-hour chart. Let me just put a horizontal line in there. So these are two levels to watch out for from an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective. So it will be interesting to see if support's going to come back in at the 11,142 zone. So between these two levels, we could see a potential rebound or support come back into the market on a 4-hour basis. And that would mean there's a relief rally possibility back up to the bottom end of the cloud. But do realize that the 4-hour chart price action is below the cloud, and that is overall bearish from an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective. We've had a MACD sell signal way up here. So there was plenty of short potential back down to the top end of the cloud, and then the idea was to buy the rebound from that level. But clearly the market became weak and sliced through that level. Now if we turn to the daily, we can see also a bit of problems here because the market's now, price action is now dipped below the cloud. So the outlook from a daily has changed from bullish to bearish. We did not quite have a successful retest of the front end cloud at 11,384. That is a significant cloud chart support level which failed. We now have a bearish outlook on the Nasdaq on a daily, and there's downside support levels to watch out for. Are these levels here? This one, yeah, that's a significant cloud chart support level around about there at 1191. And then this whole cluster of support back down here in September. These lows can also act as significant support zones. So we can see, will be interesting to see if the Nasdaq, the sell-off will start subsiding when we get to this whole cluster of support. So watch out for these levels. So there is still downside risk. The levels to watch out for is 11,089 and 11,020, 11,020, 11,016, this zone. So we could see potential support come back in these levels if the sell-off subsides. Then the idea would be to swing trade from these support zones back up to the bottom end of the cloud, as well as that cloud into the post-election rally. So watch out for that. So we are trading counter trend. You can have a short position on back down to these support levels for the retest. We did have a MACD sell signal after that big drop, so there is still some downside risk in the market. And we've got the front end cloud twisting, so early indication that this downtrend might actually be starting out. The big drawback here, somewhat of a double top here. In the market, so we are rolling over, price action below the cloud, that's bearish. Downside targets are these levels, and then there's another big downside target, is this top end cloud level here. So we could see this bottom out at 10,540, so it's not a good picture from that Ichimoku cloud chart perspective. But nevertheless, watching closely to see if this zone will be tested, if there will be a successful retest of this whole zone here between where we are now and the bottom end of these levels here, 10,840. We could see a drop back down to that level and then a relief rally. The election could change things around a little bit, so do remember that. If we go to the weekly, we can see there's still plenty of scope for a correction here. The significant support zone here is the standard line of the baseline of the cloud, as well as the front end of the cloud. So currently we are testing that 11,059 as a level to watch out for. We're very close to the front end cloud chart level there, so we could see a rebound there. We've got 1, 2, 3 down weeks, fourth down week, maybe a rebound, 3 to 5 weeks, consecutive days of weeks, there could be a rebound. So watch out for a test. If we have a successful test of the 11,071 zone, front end of the cloud, we could see a rebound. If not, we'll fail and test the September low here, 10,659, as well as this cloud chart level, the standard line here. which coincides well with the, let me put that line in there, with this level, yeah. So these levels, yeah, 11,091. So these are the targets for the next week or two to look out for. But price action still above the cloud on a weekly basis, so that's bullish. But we are having a MACD sell, and there is possibility for it to drift down to the bottom end cloud support levels there. Just to recap, more shorter term, back to the 4-hour one. Watch out for these levels here. Cluster of support, this cloud chart level. Will we get a rebound from that, a relief rally from that one? If not, then the bottom in the cloud here is another level to watch, 11,000. And if we drop below 11,000, then these lows here are the targets there. But things might reverse as sentiment with the election improves. Then we could see a relief rally back up to the bottom end of the cloud. Short until the bottom support, and then a rebound potential after the market has bottomed and found support at these cloud chart support levels. So these are the two levels to watch for this week. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading.